Yeah, we are on that camera.
Are you live?
Yeah. It says you are green and healthy and streaming.
A green, healthy stream.
A green, healthy stream.
It's not what the doctor said.
No, not at all.
Well, if we are going, then this is Warhammer 40k, my very first game of it ever. And we are here at Valhalla in the fall 2018 in beautiful Timber Moose Lodge. Did I get that right? I think so.
Yep.
Up in the boonies of Utah, where it's this big mansion full of stinky nerds who love games. Except Tim, he smells nice, actually. This is Aron. Aron, tell him about yourself.
Sure, my name's Aron. I run a YouTube channel called Cool Guys Nation. We focus on tabletop miniature games, mostly 40k, Age of Sigmar, Batman, things like that. And we brought this wonderful live stream kit so that we could live stream a bunch of games, including your first one.
My first one ever. So I'm throwing down with the Imperial
Knights. Yep.
4 of them, because I'm not good at this.
You got two babies.
2 little ones and 2 big ones.
Yep.
And then we've got going up against some Space Marines with tanks and Terminators.
Yes, Dark Angels specifically.
Yes. So hopefully, I've been told that the deck is heavily stacked in my favor. So if I do terribly, it will not look well.
It is stacked in your favor. Yeah.
Please taunt him mercilessly.
Mm.
Yes. Just to let you know, the board is currently set up for a very large game that's going to be played right after we finish this one. So it's about twice the size of what we would normally play on. So we're going to isolate it a little bit, but normally it's played on a little bit smaller board.
There are treasure chests too.
There are treasure chests just for you.
Because I play D&D mostly, and they have treasure chests.
Those are going to be our objectives. Shall we take a look at the board of the armies?
Yeah, how do we do this?
All right.
Lead me.
Sure.
O Grand Admiral of the Desert.
So we're taking a look at the board from the top down right now. All of this is terrain. It's really not going to affect your knights very much. You might get a little bit of cover. It will affect my troops. If I'm in a piece of terrain, I can get a piece of cover. And everything is true line of sight. So if you can't see from the head of your model to the other model, then you can't see them. But if you can see any part of them, then you can.
All right.
The terrain is actually set up for a very specific scenario, but that is for a different game, so we don't need to worry about it.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the armies.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, what do we got?
We have approximately 1,200 points. Right now we are looking at the Dark Angels. We have 2 squads of Terminators. These are heavy hitting, close combat, in heavy armor, and they're also going to fall from the sky.
Teleport
From the sky, technically.
Drop pods? They actually use magic, psychic, teleporting magic.
Teleportarium.
Teleportarium.
Oh.
It's mechanical.
Got it.
We have a librarian, so I have 1 magic power, and then we have our leader, and then we have 3 tanks with giant laser cannons on them, and they are filled with squishy little troops. Over here, here's your knights.
Yes.
2 big boys, 2 little boys.
I actually prefer blue. Can you fix that before we start?
Yeah, give me a
Yes,
break hand.
just 1 second.
Okay.
And they do a lot of damage. They move very quickly, and they're very hard to kill. So.
All right, can I ask a little bit of lore? Because I like story and such.
Sure.
You're asking the wrong person. He's really bad at it.
In very brief, who are they, and why would they fight?
Josh?
All right, so the Dark Angels, who are you're finding over here, they have 3 different kind of wings to their army. You've got the white-colored one, which is the Death Wing. You've got the regular Joes, which people call the Green Wing. And then you have the ones that are clad in black, which are mostly bike riders, flyers, and things like that.
Okay.
Their whole story is that part of their chapter fell to chaos, and they keep it a big secret.
Chaos is like the evil gods of chaos.
That's
Correct.
right.
Warp and twist reality.
Yes.
They're the evil ones.
Now, it's a big secret and shame that they try to keep a secret. They're really bad at it. Everybody knows that they're actually from chaos. These guys are Imperial Knights. So, Imperial Knights, what the story behind them is that they're normal humans that are basically noble houses. And these noble houses own these knight factories and whatever. And typically they are brought out to defend a planet, to participate in a big battle, things like that. I'm not sure the exact house that you have, but they're pretty close to the same. You're going to be playing some loyalists, which means you're good guys, versus Dark Angels, who may or may not be bad guys.
Well, they're loyal to each other, though, right?
That's true.
They are technically loyal to the Emperor, but we could be fighting over resources, could be fighting over a planet. Maybe they want to take over the Night Factory for their own faction. They're all connected, but also still kind of angry with each other.
Yes, and since you're playing in objective-based games, you are racing for resources for the most part.
Golden treasure.
And Andrew, I'm going to test you. What did I say this game is about? The two sentences that I said.
Getting on high terrain or cover, getting up on stuff. Getting up on stuff, I think was your words.
On the objectives.
On the objectives. Shooting, kill the more powerful things.
Target acquisition.
And rolling high.
Yeah, that's also good. And you also may need to stop the other people from standing on the things that you want to stand on. Even if you can't stand on them, stop them.
Well, they've got big metal feet.
They do.
And they're tiny, so...
Yes.
And you do have an attack called Stomp.
Oh, good.
And you are going to use it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next we are going to roll for sides.
All right. Do you guys want to switch to
deployment.
camera?
Yes.
We'll get this set back up.
So the game is a D6 game. I brought a variety of different D6. You can pick whichever color you like. We have gold, red, blue.
How many am I going to need? Because it looks like...
one of your guns does like 20 shots. So I would take the red.
Alright, so what do we do now?
First roll is for who's going to pick what side they want. So it's just a straight high roll. I got 5. You got a 4. I will defer to you.
I don't know what to do.
It's pretty equal right now. I tried to put the objectives pretty close.
So we're picking a side of the map to put our units on?
To deploy on, that's correct.
Alright.
So because this map is a little bit bigger than typical, we're actually going to be playing
1 foot up.
at least a foot up, yeah. So the starting deployment zone should be about right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here, there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll actually be
Let's say like 2
feet up, Aaron.
You want to do 2 feet?
Yeah, because we're playing on a 6 foot wide board.
Okay.
All the way to this one.
No.
No, 2 feet's too far.
Okay.
A foot's fine. Because that's 4 feet. That's perfect.
Okay.
So I can either be in the orc-looking base or out in open space.
You have an invulnerable save against shooting. It's a 5 up. You're not going to get a lot of cover. You might get a little cover back there, but pretty much you're too big.
I'll pick this side.
Good choice. So on this side, you have an objective here and one here. And then, of course, there's the one over there and the one behind that building.
Okay.
So you picked first, which means you get to deploy 1 unit first. Here is a tape measure. Put it between 1 foot and 2 feet up the board, wherever you like.
So the chest is... Can I just put them on the chest? That seems...
If it's in the deployment zone.
It seems right.
And you only need to be within 3 inches of it, so...
That's 2 feet.
Yep. So if you want to put it, grab him. You can actually try to use that building to block line of sight and stay within 3.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm going to put one of my units of Terminators into Deep Strike, which means it's going to stay off the board until later in the game.
Okay.
Now it's your turn to deploy again.
Well, let's grab another objective. Okay.
I'm going to put my other unit of Terminators into the Teleportarium up in the sky. Did you break it?
No, it's not glued.
Oh.
It's magnetized, but it's not really magnetized.
So our edge over here would...
We're going to go about 2 feet from that center line on each side. So 4 feet. Kind of like this.
So I probably have to, somewhere in here.
Yeah.
Most likely for this big guy. Can they walk in water? Is that acid?
Oh yeah,
What is that?
they can walk over everything.
All right. Is that in range?
It'll
Is that
probably
too
be a
far?
little far up.
Okay, so something like that.
Yep.
You move 12 inches, so it'll be nice and easy for you.
Okay.
So I am going
Could
to...
How about up here? Is that that's good? That bad?
Yeah, you can move it there. It's fine.
It's not gonna stay. Oh, it's gonna stay. Okay.
I'm going to try and take an objective as well with this Razorback.
Just keep in mind that line of sight is actual.
Yes, it's actual.
So if you're up on top of something, like shoot me.
Yeah, but then again, the knights are so tall, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
The big knights, so.
Your place. So you're about to finish placing,
Okay.
which means that I will get to put all the rest of mine down afterwards, but we're going to roll to see who goes first, and you will get a +1.
Okay.
So you have an advantage for having less units, not necessarily less points.
That's not a good sign.
Oh, that's okay. It's magnetized. We'll just leave it off.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that a bold statement? What I just did there?
It's perfect. It's
Stupid
beautiful.
statement.
I love it.
Yeah, let's angle him.
More thematic.
Yeah.
So, while Aron is setting up, one of the things that we've got going on here is you've got 2 lockdown. So you want to make sure that these guys have line of sight to something while holding objectives. And then these guys can try to take those other objectives while blowing things away.
Okay, I have finished deploying, which means now we're going to roll off for turn 1. Typically, the game is played in 5 turns. At the end of turn 5, you randomly roll to see if it goes to turn 6 or turn 7. I say we play 5 turns and just call it there.
Sure.
All right, so just D6, you get +1. I rolled a 2.
7.
So you can choose to go first or second. I would recommend going first because you have lots of shooting.
Yes.
That is a very big advantage for you.
All right. So I just pick a guy, and then I start using his moves. Because he can see those tanks right there.
Yeah,
Make
so,
a mess of them.
the game is played in phases.
Okay.
Each turn, each player has 5 phases. The first one is the movement phase. So all of your units have a specific amount of move. In that phase, they could choose to run, which means later they wouldn't be able to shoot, but you could try to move farther. It'd be your normal movement plus D6.
You will never do that. That's good.
You'll never do it. There's a psychic phase. I have a psyker. You don't. That's where you cast your magic spells. Then your shooting phase, then charging, and close combat. So right now you're in the movement phase. You will go 1 by 1 and move each one of your units.
Okay.
And they do not have to move.
Yeah, I seem to be in a good spot mostly. Right? Because
Yes.
they can see the big threats, target acquisition.
Yes. I would suggest.
Yeah.
My suggestion would be to move closer to the opponent's objectives and get in position to try to take those away once you kill the units that are on.
Okay.
Probably with the 2 bigger knights.
Big
Yeah,
units.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
leave the smaller knights. So you can move each unit 12 inches.
You pretty much got a lethal range of about 3 feet with each one.
Yeah, they have very long range weapons. I think the shortest range you have is 36 inches. So
Yep.
Let's see. 12. Yeah.
Careful with the positioning.
Yeah, he might have to want to be on the back, on the other side of that guy, or.
What? Where? How?
in the water.
Oh, okay.
Like, right, yeah.
All right, so you're in a really good spot. You're holding 2 objectives. You moved up. You're putting pressure on me. Most of my stuff is still in the sky. You don't have to worry about it.
Check for line of sight on that. Make sure that those guys can see something so they can shoot at it.
So I just have to be within 3 inches for how many rounds? Do you have to secure
Every
it?
round.
At the end of the round,
End of each round. Okay.
you're going to get a point.
So that's
Too far.
too far. But he can move over here.
Yep.
Just make sure you got something to shoot at.
I think. And then this dude. Well, you can see from there, right?
Yeah.
Measure
Oh, yeah.
at any time.
And you could, you're welcome to measure distance at any time. There's no guessing.
Basically,
Yeah.
You want about 60
Okay.
on the little guys.
And any part of your model can see any part of their model. You have line of sight.
Okay.
I might get cover. I might be 50% obscured here, but that's okay.
Okay, I moved.
You moved. So now you're going to pick a unit to shoot.
Nope. Psychic phase would go happen.
Right. Psychic phase.
But you don't have a psyker, so we are going to go ahead. It's very important that phase still happens because your opponent might be able to do things on your psychic phase. So we don't skip it, but we're not doing anything in it. So now we'll go to the next phase.
So don't forget it. Got it.
So shooting phase.
Okay.
Which one would you like to start with? Excellent. So that has a rocket pod and an Avenger Gatling cannon and a heavy stubber. So you have 3 weapons. They can each fire at different units.
Okay.
However, you have to pick the units before you resolve any firing. So, for example, if you said, I'm going to fire everything here, and that cannon just destroys it, unfortunately, you lose the rest of your shots.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of tactics in picking
Sure.
how your firing is going to go.
If I say I blow the tank up, are all the units within it dead immediately, or they all just fall on the ground?
they emergency disembark.
Okay.
They could it could explode like you're saying, and if he rolls poorly when you destroy it,
They
it could
die.
set off a chain reaction, but
Okay.
not super likely. It's only like an 18 or 16.3% chance.
Okay. I like them.
So
ones.
the heavy stubber has 3 shots. It's pretty much a machine gun. The Avenger Gatling cannon, I believe, has 20 shots.
That's a lot of dice.
Yes, and the missile pod is 4.
Could he target someone standing on top? Or
They're
they're assumed to be inside.
These are inside. I'm just
Okay.
marking so that we know that this one has the librarian and
Okay.
yeah. So that's who's inside.
Alright.
So if you wanted to target this one and try to get my leader out,
Would I
So
know
later-
that the leader's in there?
yes, because I have to tell you what's inside.
It's actually
Okay.
heavy 12.
Oh, it's heavy 12. Okay.
Heavy 12.
Well, let's take out the leader.
All right. So you're gonna go for this Razorback.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna put all your shots in it
Yeah.
from all guns.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So
Wait. I'll do missiles on the other one, but the two.
all right. So the heavy stubber and the Gatling gun.
Yeah.
And then the missiles are gonna go here.
Yes.
All right. Where would you like to start? Which gun?
Let's do the missiles.
Okay. So 4 shots, hitting on 3s.
So you gave him
Are
the
you
other
rounding?
missile pod.
Or
Which
what?
one?
It's
You
not
gave him
D6.
the strength 5 one,
Okay.
and it is D6 shots.
Oh, it's D. I didn't give him the heavy 4.
No.
Okay, so it's D6
It's a
shots.
random number of shots.
Okay.
Roll the die to determine how many.
3.
3 shots, hitting on 3s.
So roll 3 more.
You got all 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now what we do is we look at the strength of the weapon
It's 5.
and we compare it to the toughness of my vehicle, which is 7. So you're less than me, but
Okay.
not by more than double. So you need 5s to wound.
So I roll again?
Yeah, roll again.
3 hits
Okay.
and look for 5s.
1, 2.
So you got 2 hits.
Your save is -1.
So -1 save. I normally have a 3-up armor save, but it goes down to a 4-up armor save because you have missiles that are good at hitting armor. So I roll 2 dice. I got a 4 and a 5. I have deflected those missiles.
Got it. Okay.
Now you move to the heavy stubber, which
Alright.
is 3 shots, hitting on 3s.
First 2 missed. They all missed.
No, it was a 3. You rolled a 3.
That was a
I
3.
changed to 2.
Oh, you changed to 2.
I'm gonna just roll them all again so they stay on the table. Oh, they all hit.
Oh, how about that? So 5s for any that hit.
So 1.
1. All right. So that has no armor pen. It's just a machine gun. So I need a 3, and I get the 3. But now it's time for your big gun.
Okay.
12 shots from your Gatling gun.
And where's that one going?
Same
Valley.
target with
Same.
the leader.
Okay, with the leader.
There's 6, 8, 10, 12. Look at all those ones. That's terrible. What do I need?
3s. What's the strength?
6.
Is that just horrific? Like, look.
Below average,
It
but
happens.
it's not
It
bad.
Yeah.
happens.
5 hits.
So those 5s, you need to roll 5s. Your strength 6 on toughness 7. So it's 1 less, which means
You need 5s.
I need 5s. 1, 2.
Okay, and it's minus.
It's going to be -2.
-2 puts me at a 5 to save. And I failed both of them.
4 damage.
So my tank has 10 wounds. It now is down to 6.
Okay.
And you pick your next vehicle to shoot.
So far, this whole thing has been me move. I moved and I fired 3 guns.
Yes.
This is
I would actually suggest that you shoot with your little man next.
Okay.
Because then you can you can do cleanup crew with the next one.
all right. So this little man can see
Both of those.
the leader tank, which
Yep.
I've already hurt.
The range is 60, so you're
He's
fine on that.
definitely within range.
32 inches.
You are going to have, so this is going to be 4d3 shots.
Okay.
So roll 4 dice.
Divide them by 2.
Wow.
6, 5, 5, 4. So,
So 3,
3,
6,
3.
9, 11.
So it'll be 11 shots. And did that guy moved?
He
He,
shifted 5 foot step.
I don't know.
Did he
He
have
didn't
to?
really move.
He didn't. If
I
he
just
didn't move, don't worry
positioned
about it.
him.
Yeah. So he'll hit on 3s.
11 shots. 2, 4, 8.
And were you targeting the same vehicle?
Yes,
Yeah.
the damaged vehicle.
So 3s.
That seems better.
No, there's still lots of 1s. There shouldn't be any 1s. That's not how I play. That's 6. So then I roll them again,
And
looking
you need
for 5.
4s
Four.
this time.
Because you're a strength 7 to my toughness 7.
Got it. 1, 2, 3.
3.
-1?
Minus 1 is going to be 4s. I need to roll 1 more dice after this. I failed 2 so far. I failed all 3.
That's 9 damage.
It's dead.
Now, Aron will roll a dice, and on a 6,
It will explode.
yes.
I did not roll a 6.
Now his guys disembark within 3 inches of where that vehicle was, and then you remove that vehicle.
So I have to get 4 other guys that are inside.
Sheer infantry out of it. So mock them.
And by the way, you just scored a victory point called First Blood.
Yes.
Something blood, I heard.
First Blood. One victory point.
Oh, cool.
All right. Now you've got your other little guy that could start shooting at that other vehicle, or you have the big one that can shoot at this one up that's close.
Can he?
I
No,
don't think so.
can't see those guys.
You can
You
definitely
might
see.
be able to see this one.
You can see the tank.
All right, then let's use this guy on the tank because that's
Okay.
what you can see.
So 4d3.
That's correct.
Oh, he had another shot, but it's wasted.
Yeah, it's wasted.
Okay.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 shots hitting on 3s.
5, 10.
This isn't good, Josh.
Ka-dunk, 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 ka-dunk. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So those need to roll again into 4s.
1, 2.
2, and it's -1 or 2.
-1.
So I am more than 50% obscured, so I am just on my normal armor save, +1, -1. And they both go through.
6 damage.
Really?
Now you have your stubber, which is 3 shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s.
Hit.
And then 5s to hit.
5 to wound.
Are we sure he's got range on the stubber?
Yeah, 36.
Okay.
2. Okay. Or 1, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 1.
3 up? No.
That's a damage.
That's a damage.
A damage.
I need more dice.
So he did 7 that turn?
He
7?
did. 7 of my 10.
7 out of 10. Okay.
Now you've got your last big boy. And you know what to do.
He doesn't know the weapons on it, though.
I know.
Don't know what to do.
The rockets are D6 shots. The
Yep.
stubber is 3, and I don't know what his big
The
one is.
thermal cannon is heavy D6. Now you can split these attacks because there are dudes on the ground.
Right.
So, for instance, your missile pod, which sucks against the tank, will do real good against the Marine.
Yeah.
So you might want to shoot that one at them, and then your big gun at the other thing, and then your stubber can also go on the little guys.
Yep.
Let's do that. Can I target the leader guy with the big sword? Is that
Unfortunately,
smart? No?
unfortunately,
Yes?
characters, you have to target the closest model,
Okay.
which is why I put him in the back. So I am trying to keep him alive.
Gotcha.
For a little longer.
You can exploit positioning though, if you theoretically got a unit on the other side.
Right, like if you
Okay.
could
Was
drop,
the
like,
closest,
You could
shoot
drop right
Gotcha,
here,
right,
be like,
gotcha.
haha! Your
Yeah, you
plans
still
failed.
have those guys. Oh, crap.
I do.
So let's do the missile onto the Marines.
All right, missile onto the Marine, so D6 shots.
6.
2.
All right, so you actually have something called command points.
Okay.
You have.
Oh, I thought we
6
were just not going to do command points.
We'll do the basic.
I want command.
We'll do the basic ones.
Okay.
Once per phase, you can spend a command point to re-roll any die. So
Okay,
if you
good.
want to try to re-roll that 2 into a 6,
Do it right now.
Try and get more.
do it right now.
I got the same.
Well, 2 shots it is.
Hitting on 3s.
At least you can get
Both hit.
Wounding on 3s.
1 wound.
-1.
4 up save. That's a dead Marine.
Now your stubber is 3 shots. 3s
1 hit.
by 4s.
No, 2 hits. And 1 damage.
And a 3 up save.
Oh my goodness.
Aron, you're doing real good. All right. Next, you have a D6 shots with your thermal cannon. 2 3s to hit.
At the tank, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Both
Both
hit.
Now you need 3s to wound.
Both wound.
You have no save.
Oh.
And can you measure to see if you're within 18 inches of it?
Looks close.
There's a foot.
I'm pretty sure you are.
You are?
All right, so for the first roll of damage, I want you to roll 2 dice and then tell me the highest number.
6.
Okay, that's 6. Now the second shot is 2d6. Take the highest again. That's 11.
5.
It's dead.
You killed that one as well.
Does it explode? It does.
That's what I wanted.
Okay.
I'm ready to spend thousands of dollars on this hobby now.
Good.
All right. So I actually need the explode rules.
It's just it should be
I don't think it's random distance, right?
it should be within 6 inches.
6 inches. It explodes. Each unit suffers D3 mortal wounds.
All right, so why don't we start with your character because that's the fun one.
Character. How much damage does he take? 1.
Okay,
That's better. I'm okay with that.
and your unit.
My unit is going to take 3. That's the whole unit. It's dead.
Yeah.
Now
the unit inside.
No, you don't roll for the unit inside. You roll all the models. You any ones. They
Oh,
die.
that's right. That's right. I'm sorry.
So when the vehicle explodes, the guys inside don't get out safely necessarily. You roll a dice for each one, and on a 1, you have to kill one of them.
There's no character in this one, though, so I don't have to randomize it. I do need 5 dice. Looking for not skulls. Fortunately, no skulls, so they're just going to be there.
All right. So first turn, you've destroyed nearly everything that can hurt you. You're going to score 2 points at the end of that round because you are holding 2 objectives, and the turn passes to Aron. But
Where do you keep track of your point? Like
you can do whatever.
On a dice.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We actually at the studio we have a little 3D printed thing that actually has things for command points and for scoring and stuff like that.
Okay. Cool. Bring it, big boy.
You might want to check your page. You got some comments.
I'll go see how it's
Aron, you can go
going
ahead and
on
keep
so
going.
far.
Yeah, I'm gonna change to the top-down view.
Okay. I can do that while you get going.
Okay. All right.
Bye, everybody.
Movement phase. I'm going to disembark the librarian
Why would they bring a librarian to?
because books give you powers. I'm gonna leave that unit in here.
Mr. Jones.
They're the holder of secrets.
The holder of secrets. These guys are gonna move. They're actually gonna run. So that's gonna be 6 inches plus D6. So 11. And I'm gonna try to get into this cover and hold the objective. So I think I can get close enough right there.
If you just get on that.
Yeah, I'm good. But they won't stand up, so they're going inside.
Can you target and destroy cover?
No.
No.
Okay. That is all my movement.
Unless it's a building. That they're
Psychic
actually
phase?
inside of.
Now, the psychic phase is characters that can cast. They have an amount that they can cast and an amount that they can deny. So how many can your librarian cast?
1.
Okay. So everybody gets a generic spell called Smite. If it's successful on a 5, the
It's
closest model within
magic
18
missile.
inches. Yeah, does D3 mortal wounds. The one he has available is to make you -1 to hit at 24 inches, and that's the one he's going to cast for sure.
Right. So I disembarked within 3. I'm within 23 inches of this knight. I rolled 2d6. I need a 6 or higher for it to be successful. I rolled a 5.
Would you like to use a command point?
No. No, I might as well. All right, I'll use my command point. I was going to save it for an armor save, but I rolled a 1.
This isn't the armor save phase, though.
I'm saying I was going to save the command point.
Oh.
Anyways. I didn't go off. That's the long and short of it.
So the game is going really well for the Dark Angels.
It's going super good. Super, super good. So
Now, since I was told that I'm the game master, correct?
Yes, you are.
I am allowing you to go back for 1 second
Okay.
and then drop in knights.
Well, but it's turn 1.
I know. It's a narrative game.
All right, it's a narrative game. You'll allow me to drop in.
I'm the game master.
We're getting obliterated down here.
Exactly. This game needs to last more than 2 turns, so they're coming in the first turn.
All right, 1 squad or 2. both squads are going to come in. So Deep Strike works. I can pick anywhere on the board that's more than 9 inches away from your model. And I just drop them down.
Correct.
So he's going to take out the armature.
Now talk me through this decision, Aaron. You're putting these guys
Yep.
next to the biggest part of his army rather than going for
Well,
the
I'm going
one...
to split one squad here and one squad there, try to take out the armatures and hold the objectives to take it away from him. Forcing him to pull his big knights back.
Okay. All right. I question this tactic, but I allow it. I'll allow it.
You question the
I
tactic?
question the tactic.
Everything he's doing is motivated by being nice to me. So we have to... Don't use this as strategy guide, I think.
Oh, never use anything I do as a strategy guide. That's just the bottom line.
Only that he might be playing nice.
So just to let you know what's in these units. 3 of them have these awesome things called Thunder Hammers. They make them attack a little bit worse, but they do a lot of damage.
Hey, Vodrin, this is actually a 1,200 point game.
And then the other thing I have is called Power Fists.
Power fists and power hammers.
Power Fists.
Thunder hammers.
Thunder Hammers.
Thunder hammers.
Thunder Hammer!
Okay.
They're pretty much like lightsabers, but in hammer
If they
form.
hit on you, they hurt a lot.
Okay, so
Little did the space drop marines know that I had planted mines all along the
You know, there
sea.
are
you actually
strategies
can do
for
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But not this game.
Not in this particular game. So, psychic phase is over. I failed my psychic phase. I now get to shoot. There are some little tiny guns in those units called Storm Bolters.
I know what those are.
Okay,
I played Space Marine.
excellent.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to have 8 shots. So this unit in front of you is going to target your
Does it
little
act
baby.
as a unit or 8 shots for each of them?
8 shots total.
Okay.
Now, you can move them like you do your regular vehicles, but there's no point for him to do that this turn.
I can't move them. I deep strike.
You can spread the shots.
I could spread them, yeah, but I'm not doing that. So I'm going to need 3s. Wow. You picked the right color dice. I just want you to know that.
Are you using the custom dice?
I am using the custom.
I've watched you play 3 games and the dice have been horrible to you in all of them. So it's going well.
5s, correct? Toughness 6?
I believe even if it was toughness 7, they're definitely not 8, so it should be 5.
So 5s to wound. I got 1. You have a 3-up armor save.
I got 3.
So no damage. I'm going to do the same thing with the other squad to your other baby knight.
Can you turn around and like, hey?
In the next turn.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Is there advantage from like flanking?
Mm,
Because you're shooting his vulnerable.
no.
No.
No. So kind of the way it's described is in this game they consider that everything is a cloud of action. So people aren't just standing there; they're moving around. So
Like
they're not
Every
technically facing any direction.
every other edition of 40k did matter. So you're always weaker from behind and things like that.
That was nice.
How many did you get?
I got all hits.
Wow.
Now I need wounds. 3. So 3 3-ups on your other knight.
So roll 3.
Yep. You take 2
1.
wounds.
2 wounds.
So we marked out the little red die, which Josh is going to hand you.
And then set the number of wounds on the base.
There you go. It's like you've done this before.
I might have. I'm the corruptive influence.
Rasputin, I appreciate your advice.
He-
Yeah.
He has a Storm Bolter as well, but he's not within 12, so he only gets 2 shots. 2 hits. No wounds. Last cannons. So this is my only good tank left.
You are -1 to hit. Oh.
When can I start stomping?
Why am I -1 to hit?
There's 7 wounds.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you
Next
wanna
turn you
get
can start
aggressive
stomping.
with the knights, you can bring them back. And
I do what you said, but I also want to
well, you
jump it into the air and then land on
You
it.
don't want to.
Right.
That's a stratagem, actually.
I played Neck Warrior recently, and
These guys don't have jump jets.
oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah. So this has 2 giant laser cannons on it, and he's going to target your baby knight over here on the right. I need 4s to hit because you damaged me, and I'm now worse at my job. Okay. That's a 2 and a 3.
It's a slow golf clap.
So that is the end of my shooting phase. However, now I'm going to try and charge you. So what happens is I pick a unit, and I declare that I'm charging against your unit, and then you get to shoot me with all your guns. However, you will only hit on 6s.
Okay.
Because you're surprised.
Because you're surprised. So I'm going to declare that my Terminators are going to charge your little knight.
Okay.
So you have 3 heavy stubber shots hitting on 6s.
Yep.
Miss.
And then you're going to have 4d3 autocannon shots. So 7 shots, also hitting on 6s. So 1 hit. You need a 3 to wound. And you get the wound. Now I'm going to allocate this onto my guy with a special shield that has a 3-up invo. It's always a 3.
The one in back, though.
The one in back. So I need a 3-up. And I rolled a 2.
He's dead.
And he takes 2
You can
wounds.
re-roll it.
Yeah, I will reroll it.
That's a good point.
And I pass.
Okay.
I pass on my reroll, but I'm down to 7 command points. 6 command points.
How many do you start with?
8.
Oh, I thought I only had 1.
No,
you
no.
actually have 6.
You have 6.
Now you have
I have
5.
6. I have 5.
Yeah. So now they're going to
Okay.
see if their charge is successful. I'm 9 inches away. I need to roll a 9 on 2d6. And I do not. Next squad is going to do the same thing. So you get to Overwatch. 3 heavy stubber hitting on 6s.
Nope.
And then 4d3 autocannons.
4.
8.
8.
Thunk.
Ooh.
1, 2.
Oh, someone's cheering for Dark Angel.
Yay.
No.
So 2 at 3 up. 1. Same thing. I'm going to put it on my storm shield in the back. I need a 3 up, and I make it. Now I get to roll my charge. I need a 9, and I get a 3. So,
Poor Aaron. This is like your YouTube channel, your favorite hobby.
hey, it's okay.
Hey, this
It's
isn't
all right.
any different than any other game we
Yeah.
play.
That's unfortunately true. It's unfortunately true. So I get 2 points because I'm holding 2 objectives. So right now it's 2 to 3, and we go into the top of turn 2. It is your movement phase.
Okay.
What are you thinking here, Andrew?
I'm thinking
What's the board status?
this
for
guy's got a line on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Target acquisition.
Mhm.
Whatever you said. So we'll have
You
him.
do have a threat back here, though, as well.
Yeah. Maybe I'll bring this guy
Okay.
back here.
Okay.
Send this guy. Can they swap? Like this little guy goes forward to shoot that guy, and this big guy.
You'll
turns
have to
around
move
and-
around each other, but you could do a swap.
Okay. Does that sound
Yeah,
like
that's fine.
normal?
What's the move for the creatures?
I would say that you can either hold position and try to take out the Terminators behind you.
Well, I guess he can just turn around and see them, right?
He doesn't even need to.
move.
Yeah, he doesn't even
You
need
just
to.
leave them.
No,
Yeah.
You can actually
If you
move
want,
them farther away.
Here's
and
the
still
question.
shoot.
Here's the question. Do you want to see what a knight does in close combat?
Yes.
Okay, so then what I would do is I would just scoot him over a little bit and move him 12 back so that you can do the charge. And the charge will be super fun.
Okay. So he moves over a little bit,
Yep.
and then he's gonna.
He's going to move back 12, which is going to put you
You
maybe
can move
4
him
inches away.
sideways. Remember, you don't have to make him look like he's actually looking. It's probably a little farther than 12.
Probably a little close, but that's
There.
okay. Now, I will warn you that you are going to get to attack first. My hammers can hurt you, but close combat is fun.
We gotta
We got to try
give it
it.
all a go. Other
I,
movings.
I would keep
You're
them
a
where they
lot
are.
more vulnerable on this side than here, obviously.
Yeah, I would just put all their shots into the guys behind you. This last cannon can do damage, but not as much as those hammers.
Okay. Then that's movement. Psyker phase. No psychers.
No
Third
psychers.
phase.
Shooting.
Shooting.
Where do you want to start?
Let's do these two guys.
Remember, you're choosing one at a time.
Let's do this guy
I like it.
shooting these here.
Okay,
Alright.
so 3 shots from the heavy stubber, hitting on 3s.
I need to visualize.
That's fine.
Ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk.
All hit. 4s to wound.
1.
You need a 2-up. You can do 2-ups. I've watched you do 2-ups. This is a 1.
It's a 5.
Oh.
And 40.
4d3. So 1s and 2s are.
So 5 shots only.
Ooh,
You know, that's exactly enough that you need to destroy that whole squad.
true.
And all 6s?
3s.
Okay. 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All
By
right.
3s.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
Now,
They do
here-
2 damage each, correct?
They do 3 damage each, but they're only -1, I believe, to armor save. So you can take it on your regular guys instead of your storm shields.
I have no damage in that squad, right? No one's taking a wound.
That is correct.
All right, so I'm going to take it on the power fist in the middle. 3 up. He's dead. The power fist in the back. He's fine. So that was 2 of the 4. He's okay, and he's okay.
Ooh.
Only lost 1
All right.
For now.
for now. Next vehicle.
Now, do you want all the shots to be in that unit or no?
Then allocate to different targets.
Can I shoot that guy with a missile? Just he's by himself over there.
You can.
Okay. I would like to do that.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you
unfortunately,
can't because
there's
this unit,
closer over
this
there.
unit is closer.
Yeah.
This unit might even be closer.
He's
so.
still protected by his command stripes.
Okay. Then he's got the 3 attacks. His missile has all his attacks have to go to the closest things, or is it just the missiles that have to go?
You can split
can.
whatever you want wherever you want as long as you have range.
Do I have to declare all
can't.
3?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless it's closest.
So he's got the laser beam thing,
Thermal
ray.
cannon.
That's the strongest one.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
Let's finish those guys. Thermal cannon. Then he's got a missile. Then he's got a
Heavy stubber. Just like a baby machine gun.
okay.
And if you want advice about this, I'll give you some advice.
Uh-huh.
His weapon, his big weapon, does have a chance to instantly kill each one of those. However, they do have a very good invulnerable save. The missiles he's going to save very easily against, and the stubber as well. It's likely that you will need all of those shots to shoot here. The other option that Aron just pointed out is to try to kill those guys.
Let's do that.
Okay, so you could split. You could shoot the one that's going to be very effective here,
Yeah.
here, and then the other one's
Thermal
there.
and then other 2 over there.
There you go.
Perfect. Where do you want to start?
Thermal.
D6. And you do still have a reroll available.
I'm gonna reroll that. 'cause
Okay.
it's
Down to 4. 5.
That's much better.
3s.
So I roll 5. I gotta get 3. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, now you need
Oh my
twos
gosh.
on those
It's
4.
strength 9.
Yeah.
I need 2s on these 4.
2s.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. And how much damage does it do each?
D6, but he's going
So I
to...
have to do them one at a time.
Yeah, because he's going to 2d6 too.
He's not within 18.
He may be.
I hope he's not within 18. Can you check for me?
Now, we did move him a little closer, so we'll put him back where he was.
Yeah.
Then you can measure. But I'm pretty sure he's at 18. Measure from the base.
So from here, try to keep it flat.
He's going to be out.
Nope. All right. So, it's -4, so I have to put it on my... Well, I don't have to, but I'm going to put it on my storm shield in the back.
Yep.
So 3 up on the first one. It goes through. D6 damage.
Roll 1d6. He's dead.
All right. Storm shield in the front.
Not your character.
Not my character. I save that one with a 6. I save that one with a 3. And the last one goes through.
Roll a d6.
Dead.
He's also dead. Now, normally, once you start killing a unit like this, if they survive at the end, they'll have to make a leadership test to see if they run away because they're scared. These guys have a special rule that they absolutely cannot run.
Nice.
They have absolutely no fear.
Then they will die.
Yes. Now it's time to obliterate this squad. D6 missile shots.
3 missile shots.
3s to hit.
1, 2 hits.
3s to wound.
No wounds.
Oh, okay. 3 little baby machine gun shots. 2?
2 to hit?
No, 2 hits.
2 hits.
2 hits. And then 4s.
Okay. None.
None. Okay.
They are bunkered in over there.
They are bunkered in. Fortunately, you still have 2
Two other
vehicles.
guys.
Yep.
Charge is next phase, right?
Charge is next phase. You can shoot
Shooting.
and charge.
Shoot
Yes.
and charge. Okay, let's do that.
All right. So,
Big dude on the.
do you want to do the missiles and the heavy stubber on the Terminators, or do you want to put them back over here as well?
Can you do that?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do
36
that.
inch,
You have the
36
range.
inch range.
Let's do it.
All right.
Same thing.
So let's start with the Terminators. 12 shots from the Gatling gun. Hitting on 3s. Three misses.
9
All right.
hits.
You're gonna need 3s to wound. Oh, this is 2 damage as well.
Yeah. That's why Terminators are bad. Terminators are bad, okay?
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds.
6 wounds. All right. Starting with the storm shield in the back, I need to roll a 3 up. That's 1 success. He's dead. Storm shield in the back. Yes, that one. The other storm shield in the back for my 3rd save will save. My 4th save will save with a 3. 5th is okay, and 6th will be okay.
Wow. I'm impressed.
I know. I only lost 1.
Missile.
D6.
3
3
missiles.
by 3s.
All hit.
By 3s.
2.
Missiles are -1. I get +1 for being in cover. +1 -1 cancels out, so my normal armor save of 3+, and 2 die.
Just letting you know, I've switched the view to this side again.
Okay.
Pew.
Oh, 2 die, not 3. And your baby knight.
Did he have another gun? I missiled and gatlinged.
Oh, you have your heavy stubber.
Let's
3 shots.
chunk, chunk, chunk.
All hit. 4s to wound. 3 wounds. No minus, so I actually am saving on 2s. Oh my.
How many did you lose?
2.
So that guy's gonna have to take the leadership and probably run.
Yep. Make sure I keep the guy that was within 3 at least. Good job.
All right.
Good job.
Now, little guy can shoot through his legs.
Yes, you can.
Shoot through his leg.
4d3. So 4d3, a 5 and a 6 is 3.
Right.
3 and 4 is 2.
2, 4, 5, 6.
6 shots, hitting on 3s.
1, 2, 3 hits.
3 hits, wounding on 3s.
2 wounds.
2 wounds, 3 up for my invone. Save it. Don't save it.
That was another dead one.
So take the guy in the back off. The machine gun, 3 shots. All hit. 4s to wound. 1 at 2 up on a power fist, and I save it with a 4.
Okay.
So I believe that's all you're shooting. So now you would declare your charge. So you tell me which model's charging whom.
That guy.
Big guy.
I get 8 shots. Hitting on 6s. Zero.
Now you roll 2d6, and that's how many inches you move.
Welcome.
7.
Sure.
You're good.
7 inches.
You make it, just move him in.
Just put him in contact, basically. Yeah,
They're touching.
that's fine.
Now,
Okay.
you're in combat. You have a chainsword. You can make 4 attacks that do a ton of damage. Or you can stomp him, which is much cooler.
Stomp.
You get 12 attacks.
Stop
Hitting
hitting.
on 3s.
Alright, 12 attacks hitting on 3s.
Roll at 6.
You're going to be strength times user. So strength 8. So still wounding on 2s. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Hitting on 3s, you say?
Hitting on 3s.
Now, actually, his you get to reroll 1s in combat.
He does.
Because he's targeting a unit that has less than 12 wounds.
Yep. So reroll those 1s.
So 1 more. And now 2s.
Yep.
Reroll the 2s?
No. You roll and you need
those
2s
Oh,
now.
2.
So your strength 8, I'm toughness 4, you're double.
Everything.
You have maximum potential for death.
Yes.
Sure.
7.
7.
What's the minus?
Minus 2.
Okay.
Start with the storm shield.
Which is your character,
Is my leader.
your leader.
4 will save. A 2 will not save. D3 damage. If you roll a 2 or a 3, he's dead.
He's not dead.
Alright. 3 up. Oh my gosh.
He's
Okay.
dead.
He's dead automatically because you can't do less than
Yep.
1. Now it's minus 2. I've rolled 3. How many do I have left? You did 7?
3. Oh, 7, yeah.
7.
4 more.
So 4 more. 2s go to 4s. 4 up saves. 2 go through, so 2d3.
So roll 1 at a time.
One's
First
dead.
one's dead. Second one is alive with a single wound.
A single wound, which means I get to attack back.
You do.
Woohoo! Woohoo! I get 2 attacks.
Hold up, we gotta move you in. You gotta make
Oh.
it thematic. Ah!
2 attacks hitting
I'll
on
bite your ankles off.
3s.
Those heretics
2
are getting
ones.
slaughtered.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
What did you roll?
2 snake eyes.
2 snake eyes?
2 snake eyes. I'm gonna re-roll 1 though with a command point. There we go. That's a hit. Strength times 2, which will put me at
You need a 4.
4s. Okay, cool beans. I'm the hero.
All right, now we're going to do leadership
And nothing happened
tests.
to you.
Aaron has a leadership test over there.
Yes, I do.
Is your
Leadership.
sergeant alive or no?
My sergeant is alive.
It's just
I'm
one.
fine. Oh, it's just 1. What am I doing? I'm doing old school leadership
I
test.
know.
4 plus 4 is 8. My leadership is 8. I'm
You're
okay.
good.
They can't run anyway.
He can. They can't.
Oh, yeah, the different guys.
Yeah. So you score another 2 points. And now Aaron's turn.
Sure. I have things to do. Josh, can you move my guys 6 inches towards? And I just want to make sure I'm still within 24 of your knight. I am. He's not going to move. Which brings us to psychic phase. I'm going to try and hurt his ability to shoot. I need a 6 on 2 dice. I get it. He is -1 to all of his shooting.
All of his attacks, period.
All attacks, period.
So it requires me to roll 1 higher.
Correct.
Yes, so a 3 goes to a 4.
It's pretty... Makes you 16.33% less effective on every shot.
It's true.
At 0.3.
Last cannons.
It's repeating.
Into your baby.
No.
4s. They just... Mostly just signaling where
Do
he
you want
is.
to re-roll one of those?
No.
Why?
Because I'm running out of command points.
The game's over with. Might as well use them before
Wow,
you can't use them.
I rolled a 2. Okay, there you go. That's my re-roll.
Do you need me to roll your dice? Aaron?
Please.
Here.
Stormbolter.
Hold up. We're gonna do
Yeah, let's go to CGN dice. There we go.
This is emergency transfer.
Emergency transfer. 2 shots hitting on 3s. Getting 1, wounding on a 5. No wound. I still have my Stormbolt over there, 4 shots, so I'm within half range. Needing 3s and 5s. Getting 1 3-up armor save.
5.
Nothing. That's all my shooting. So he's already in combat. I'm going to charge over here. You get your Overwatch, which is all your guns except you're hitting on 6s.
Okay,
So 4d3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 shots hitting on 6s.
1.
Wounding on 3s.
Nope.
Yay! I survived.
3 heavy stopper shots?
Oh, right. 3 heavy sober shots.
Hitting on 6s?
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right. My charge. I rolled an 11. Bring me in.
Look,
Bring me on in.
Here's how fast you went.
I went around. Okay.
Now, chargers go first in the combat phase.
Always. So, my leader has the hammer and an extra attack, so he's going to have 3 attacks. But he's hitting on 4s because the hammer makes him slow.
Hammer down.
And I got 1.
Well, I'm impressed that you got 1.
Thanks, Josh.
You need a 3.
I need a 3. That's a 6.
Okay, you are -3 on your armor save.
6 up
You
save.
need a 6 up.
No. Straight up 3 damage. My power fist, 2 attacks, hitting on 3. Hitting on.
Do they have?
I think they have 11.
Yeah, they have a lot. Yeah, you're fine. Also, wounding on 3s. No. No.
Now Aaron gets to choose another one. However, you could pay 2 points
To go first.
to go first and spend all the rest of your command points, basically. There's no point to doing that, though.
No.
Okay, so, Aaron, take your feeble
He could do it
swings.
to be vicious.
No.
What is that? A power fist? Cool.
Yeah.
You've clearly
4s.
let me win this game, so.
Oh, you hit it!
Yep. By
4.
4s. Thank goodness you spent those command points. I'm done. You have your attacks back. Where would you like to start?
He'll need the Helverin stats for sure.
Attack back.
You wanna start
Helverin,
with big boy or the
4
little guy?
attacks. Strength 6.
Attack
No
back
AP.
only in the charge areas.
Yeah, only the ones
This
that
is
are
the
in
charge
combat.
there.
Yeah, so you can attack those guys.
Alright, let's start over here.
All right, 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. No AP.
1, 2.
So 2 2-ups, and I save them.
Okay. Then we've got.
So now you could try the axe if the giant saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
3.
Wounding on 2s.
2.
It is 5 up.
Is it only -2?
No. It's like -4. You have a 5 up invulnerable.
I just want to see because I don't
The chainsword is 3 times the
Yeah.
size of your body.
It's -3. It doesn't mean anything. How many? 3?
2.
2 5-ups. Fail.
Alright, 2d6.
He's dead. There's nothing.
I know. He did 11 damage to him.
To a guy with 2.
He lifts his severed body up with his thing.
So there is a knight that has a claw that lets you pick guys up, and if you kill them, you throw them at other people.
Yes.
Or vehicles, actually.
Yeah. I'm done.
That was his charge back. His charge back. That's it.
Yep. And now it is. I gain 2 points.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you control this objective.
I gain 3 points.
Whoa, we're
It's not a tie game.
Yeah, tie game. So it is top of turn 3. Your turn.
Okay, time to murder everything that's left.
Andrew, here's a little tip you
Yeah.
might not know is if you are in combat with him, these cannot get shot.
You can't.
Okay.
Shoot.
You can't
Do a
shoot.
Melee.
Okay.
Right.
It's a melee.
However, if you move him out, he also can't shoot. There's no way in heck he would keep him in combat. You just move him out and let other things destroy them.
If you back him out, in other words, everything else can shoot.
But that couldn't shoot first
No.
because they're all in a mess, right?
Right.
Correct.
Okay. So movement phase. How 12?
You only need to move 3 inches away if you want to come back for that objective next round.
Just in case you don't table me.
Let's see. So these guys can move. Should move.
Well, you want to keep the one on your objective,
You want.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then the other one should come stomp on my life over here.
Over there.
That one over
Well,
there. Okay.
Yeah, don't you?
Definitely move at least one over.
Is that 12?
Yeah.
Probably about.
Why
It's a little bit far, but we're all right.
You want to come around this way?
Yeah. And this guy can move so he can see stuff, right?
Well, he can see stuff right now, technically.
Because he can see the Terminators.
No need to move him and lose.
So
minus-
shoot him first.
Ah,
If they happen to die, then he changes targets back
Gotcha.
to the tank.
Gotcha. So movement's done.
He
Movement's
can't
done.
actually shoot.
Psyker.
Oh, he can't shoot. I'm sorry. That's right.
Psyker.
Psyker.
Nothing.
Nothing on your side.
Attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's start with this guy.
Yep.
I might
No,
start with
no.
that guy
He hasn't
because he's got
moved.
no line of sight to pretty much anything
Okay,
else.
that's fair. So he's got
4d3.
43. 2, a lot. 2,
3,
4,
6, 9.
4, 5, 6, 7.
And you're going to be hitting on 3s.
Did I reroll the ones?
No.
Not in this one.
Nope.
Sorry.
So just 5.
All right.
Just 5. Wounding on 3s.
Correct.
I'm picking up 5 dice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
You do have a storm shield. Save on 3s if you want.
Yeah, I'll start with the Storm Shield. They're 2 damage each, right?
3.
Ooh, I made one. I made another one. He's dead. And now I go to a 5-up.
No.
Why? It's -2.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I rolled 6. It's okay.
Now you're stubborn.
3.
All hits.
5s or 4s. I'm sorry.
1.
2 up. I get it with a 3.
Okay. So that was this dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his 2 shots. He's done.
Yes.
Alright. Next.
So there's one Marine here holding this, contesting it from you. Once he's dead, you're free to target this guy
Okay.
and this guy.
Yeah.
And then there's a tank, and the tank actually has 5 Marines inside of it.
So this guy moves, so he's at -1.
He's
No,
not gonna,
he's a
big boy.
He ignores that rule.
Oh, good. He can split up his attacks, right? So
Yep.
I can shoot him, and then who else can he see? What's in range?
You can see that little guy over there.
Yeah.
So you can shoot your big gun at this guy, and then everything else can go
Yeah.
there.
Good call. What do I roll for my big gun?
12 shots.
12.
You're shooting your big gun at him.
That's a little overkill, but
Welcome to 40K.
You might think it's overkill, but he could miraculously.
I could roll
could.
a bunch of 4-ups.
It's a lot of hits, though.
2
9?
3 misses.
Yeah, 9 hits.
9 hits. 3 to wound. Oh my gosh.
Not as good. Only 4.
4 4-ups.
Yeah.
He is dead.
Did I blow up the chest?
No.
It's still safe.
Oh, good.
Need that loot.
Then over there, missile D6.
Oh, yes, D6. My poor
2
space
missiles.
2. You have 2 command points left, just to remind you.
You got
1 hit. 3s to wound.
4.
Minus
1.
1 plus 1. 3 up to save. I save.
Now your stubbers. 3 shots.
3s by
All hit.
4s.
2. Don't roll a 1, Aaron. He did. He's dead. Now see, that big guy there can shoot his character now.
Yeah.
But he's at -1, so I should remember that.
He is at -1.
Alright, what's his big thing to start? Gatling gun?
He has
a
the
thermal
he has the
cannon.
thermal
Thermal
cannon.
cannon, that's
Yeah.
right.
And then the missiles and the heavy stubber. Do you
Uh,
want to do it all at my leader?
absolutely.
Okay. Does my leader have an invuln?
Look at your shoot.
8, 10, 12. That's the thermal cannon, 12, right?
No,
it's
1d6.
D6 shots.
4 up invulns.
5.
Should re-roll that.
Hitting on 4.
Hitting on 4s because of -1.
Got it. 1, 2, 3.
Wounding on 2s.
3 wounds.
I have a 4 up invuln. 1 goes through. 2d6 take the highest.
6.
He's dead.
You get another victory point
For
because you
warlord
slain
kill.
the warlord.
Then the rest of his guns shoot that same spot.
Yes,
right?
Correct.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just keep hammering on his spot.
His puddle.
His puddle.
It's kind of like that awful scene where Obi-Wan gets shot at. But instead, he actually died.
You mean Luke?
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I don't know, that movie was so bad. I
It
didn't
was
remember.
pretty terrible. Alright, so everyone's shot, everyone's moved. I'm next to 3 now.
You have 3 objectives and warlord kill. You get 4 points this turn.
Alright. So I have 4 and you have 0.
0.
Because we were tied. Does it matter how many points you have?
I mean,
Just how
I would.
far apart
I
you
feel
are.
better if I have
Okay,
one.
so-
Zero.
5 and 9.
Sure. That
I
sounds better.
forgot what the originals were.
That
so-
sounds better. 5 and 9.
Okay.
I'm actually going to concede at this point.
No!
No? You want to
Yeah,
take?
we should get this.
I
We
have
should do it.
I have just this little thing left. That's all damaged.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed your first game.
That was fun. Thanks for letting me win.
Yes, that's what happened.
I'm going to get the screen switched over. You guys want to get back in position?
Building an army that's easy to use and super powerful.
The knights are very fun.
That's precisely what I requested.
That
It
is,
is.
Actually, I requested one giant thing.
Can you
But
switch the camera?
that's okay. I liked this. It's good hang of it by the end, rolling quickly and acting
Yeah.
quickly.
yeah,
There's a
good
lot of-
game.
Good game.
That was
right?
super fun.
It was super fun.
All right, now we are going to be hosting this on our site as well.
Correct, but not as live, obviously.
Correct. So you want to give the information?
It's
so
a
people-
Cool Guys Nation YouTube. Check it out. We also have like a website or something. I think
What's it called?
CoolGuysNation.com.
There you go.
There we go. So check that out if you want more 40K content. We also do Age of Sigmar. We do terrain tutorials, painting tutorials, a bunch of things. So maybe you have some miniatures that you want to paint. Check out Josh's painting tutorials. He's pretty good.
Which are not great at painting, but easy cheaty schemes.
Yes, easy cheating painting videos.
And my thanks to these gents and the voice in my ear. He will not appear on camera. This is the spirit that moves. But if you're interested in my doing more of this, which will be tricky because I live not with any of these people or with any of this stuff, but that was a lot of fun and I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the lore that I've learned up to this point. So let me know. 40K, here to stay.
Peer pressure him.
Maybe. We'll find out.
Dun, dun,
You're always welcome to visit us.
Happy gaming.
Happy gaming. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.